everybody, and welcome back to the King Fox channel. My name's Matt Coninger, and I'm building a Kit Fox Model 7 STI. In this episode, you're gonna get to see me do some fun epoxy varnish on the floorboards. I think I get 2.5 coats in before I run out of mixed epoxy varnish, so I do 2 coats on one side, and I think that leaves 1 coat to do the final coat on the top side, and I'll be sure to get that documented because I know that's fun to watch, like paint drying or grass growing. Anyway, and then while I'm in the process of mixing and waiting for that to induce or go into induction, I'll be setting in the side panels for the center console, trying to mark them out, getting my screw layout ready to go and see how many screws I'm going to put in. And then I actually do need the floorboards to go in before I can do the final cut, so I'll probably get the screw holes drilled out, and then I'll probably get the holes for the screws drilled into just the side panels. I gotta tape them together, match them up, drill through them, and then once I get the floorboards done, I'll stick the floorboards back in, get my measurements for the final layout on the side panels, and then hopefully get them in, and then I'll probably have to take them out again after I put the rudder pedals in, because there is a cutout that I'll show in the video on the front section of these floorboards, or these side panels, there's a rough cut out there now, and I'm sure it's not gonna be enough. I'm gonna have to cut some more out later on. So without further ado, let's get into the video. One more thing I almost forgot, I hit 100 subscribers this month, so I sure appreciate those who are following along. And if I could get you to tell 10,000 of your closest friends for next month's goal of 1 million subscribers, we'll be well along our way. And again, thanks for subscribing, and I hope you're enjoying the content, and I can actually pass some information on if you're sitting back there going, should I order Kit Fox or not? Hell yeah! The answer is yes. So thanks again, and let's get into the video. Alright guys, we're going to mix up a little epoxy varnish for the floorboards, another coat going on. So start to scale, tear out all our accessories, our micro screen, 10 grams. We're going to do 1 part to 2 parts. Tear that out. 1 part of the EV410. Really remember how much I put on this last time to get 1 coat on one side of all 5 of these pieces, so we'll just spitball it. 10 grams part 1, 20 grams of this, which is the EV400, so 30 grams total. Now that is through the screen here, pulls out any air bubbles. Now it's got to sit for 30 minutes, so we'll come back in a little bit. While we're waiting our 30 minutes for that epoxy to go into induction, I'm just gonna look ahead and see what I can move on to. I was on page 33 before, and looks like I started to epoxy the floorboards, but there's some other steps that I can pick up on while I'm waiting. Since I have the center console in, I have to put some side panels on, which look like side panels are here, and then just butt up against the side. And if we look over into the airplane, side panels are just sitting in there next to the center console right here. I'm going to start working on those. Get duplicate measurements on both sides. I'll tape them back together and drill from, and I'll reclamp them and drill in through the center console.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots. And I'll take them down a 1/2 inch from the top. Alright, so those are taped together, marked, and see the marks I'll just drill in the corners where I rounded that. I'll do that on the drill press tomorrow, and then we'll get them match drilled into the fuselage up against the center console piece. So now we'll go back over and do a little bit of epoxy on these floorboards. On the side panels that attach in here, I need to drill 6 holes through here, and then also I need to drill through here and into the tabs down below. But those screws will just, they'll stay out until the floorboards are in. I'm gonna probably clamp this to this piece and then drill 1 hole, put a cleco in it, and then work my way down along this side, and then I'll do the same thing on the other side over there. And it does talk about cutting out down here in the front for rudder pedal placement, but so there's already cutouts down here for the rudder pedals, so I'm assuming that's going to clear, but I don't really want to cut anything until it's time to put the rudder pedals in, and that's going to be the next step. So it also talks about cutting some off for the portion that sticks past the firewall. And again, I don't really know exactly where the firewall, if it's going to butt right up against here or does it go on the inside. So I'll wait to cut that piece, and I'll probably put a pink sticky on there, or where I've been tabbing out my book with not complete, so I know, and I can go back to those steps and finish those items, which is probably what I'll be doing in the next video, is going back and touching on some of those items that I've already listed as not completed, so nothing's left undone. That's going to wrap up this section of doing the epoxy. I mixed up 30 grams total, one part of the small one, the EV410, and 2 parts of the EV400, and 30 grams got me across the front floorboard, and these must be the forward edge. These 2 go back around the stick. So I'll have to mix up 40 grams tomorrow probably to get through it, but I'll mix up enough to put 1 more coat on these 2 pieces, and then wait my 3 to 4 hours before I mix up another batch and move on. So thanks for watching today, and if you haven't already done so, hit the like and the subscribe button and the bell for notifications, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.